Hello and welcome to your yoga practice. Let's start off by settling in to our breathing. Lay down upon your back, connect the soles of your feet and allow your knees to fall wide. Let your arms fall wide as well with your palms turned to the ceiling. And just allow your body to soften into the support of the ground. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Begin to follow the journey of your breathing, feeling the coolness of the air as it enters the nostrils, the rise of the chest, the ribs, and the belly, and that easy exhale, feeling everything move inwards away from your clothing towards your center, the warmth of the air as it leaves your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Linger a little longer in that in-between space. So breathing in, pause when you're full and just be in that sensation of fullness. Allow yourself to indulge there. And then exhale without rushing. And pause in that sensation of emptiness, everything kind of squeezing inwards. Really pressing that air out of the body. And then without rushing, refill. And notice how much more expansive you can be. And pausing there, even feeling the stretching of those intercostal muscles between each rib. And then exhaling softly. And pausing, luxuriating in that emptiness as a moment of rest before refilling again. And this mindful, indulgent, beautiful breath is going to guide our body from one pose to the next. So know that if at any point you feel like you've lost connection to the flow of your breathing, you can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can take a rest, come into stillness. The breath is the practice. Everything else is just kind of the frosting on top, really. So let the breath be of the utmost importance as we flow together. Then as we breathe in, we can stretch our legs longer and reach our arms back and maybe gently arching our body away from the floor to stretch the navel, extend the sternum. And then exhale, draw the knees towards your chest and wrap yourself up in a bit of a hug, maybe squeezing a little deeper, squeezing the thighs to the belly, rocking from side to side. And now bring your arms open wide again and hug your knees to your chest. See if you can just slightly curl your tailbone off the floor. And then with that, slowly letting the legs drift to the right side of the space and resting the knees down when you get there. So this is deeper twist here, and you can make it milder by sliding your knees a little lower. Or just be here in the slightly more intense position with the palms turned up. Try to stack the left knee on top of the right. And without really pushing, just kind of softening, relaxing the chest open, relaxing that left shoulder blade a little closer to the floor. And turning your gaze to the left side does help release the shoulder a little closer. And just staying for another deep breath in. And now use this exhale to draw the knees into the chest and see if you can trying to scoop the tailbone off the floor, roll your knees over to the other side. And then coming back into whatever position, mild or deep, suits you. And honor the asymmetry of the body. So one side might feel very different from the other, and that is okay. And from here, stacking the knees if it feels comfy. Relaxing the shoulder down, releasing the chest open without applying pressure, and simply allowing the ground to support you here. And taking a deep breath in. And as we exhale, scooping the knees to the chest, slowly rolling onto your back. Can we keep hugging the knees in without using your arms? And then from here, reach your arms back behind you and your toes are going to lightly touch the floor. Come into what we could consider neutral spine. So ribs and hips drawing in, and there's not a big back bend here. And then as you exhale, I want you to lift head and shoulders and sweep your hands forwards. Pull your knees towards your nose and try to curl your tailbone off the floor. Then inhale, toes and head come down and your arms can reach back. And try that with me again. So exhale, curling up, knees to nose, rounding the tailbone off the ground. And inhale to release. And let's try for 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And last time, exhale, curling up, squeezing knees towards the third eye, deep in the flexion, and inhale to release. And then when you release down, just feet on the floor, sway your knees a little from side to side. Now bring your body back to center. Pick your feet up, lift head and shoulders, and we're gonna deepen the flexion of the spine. So maybe wrapping your arms around your legs, holding onto forearms or wrists. Of course, you can simply hold onto the back of your thighs. That's fine as well. So keeping head and shoulders off the ground, begin to rock and roll forwards and back and build your momentum. And then coming all the way up and finding some balance on the sitting bone. So on the tailbone, see if you can find that balance there. Then as we breathe in, can we take our right leg a little longer? And exhale to bend the knee. And inhale the left leg. So really kind of hugging the thighs to the belly. Exhale to bend. And let's go for both legs. Inhale, hold the position. Spread the toes. And you can always have a bend in the knee. And then from here, we want to just let go of those arms. See if it's possible to just reach fingertips out and away from you. Forwards, wide, whatever you choose. Hold the position a little longer. Breathe in. And then exhale, slowly lower the legs, keeping them as extended as possible. Reach up to the ceiling, breathe in, and exhale, bowing over the knees, grabbing a hold of your feet or your ankles or your shins or whatever. Coming into Paschimottanasana and just letting your body fold. Let your back soften. Let's not be too strict here. So soften your back. Breathe into your back. And that'll feel nice. Then on your inhale, I want you to feel the back of your rib cage expand. And as you exhale, bring your chin towards your throat and slowly begin to roll up, sliding your hands towards you. Now coming into Dandasana here, so beginning to press our palms into the floor at our sides. Drive your hands into the earth and try to straighten your arms as much as possible, almost like you're trying to push your bottom up off the floor. Your legs are super switched on, so much so that your toes are drawing back towards your shins and your heels are elevated off the ground. So really switched on through those calf muscles as well. And then lifting your heart just a little higher, bow your chin towards it and hug into your throat. So you're in Dandasana, staff pose. Hold the position. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And now pressure through your palms. Inhale, lean back, lift your legs, maybe try to keep them straight. As we exhale, cross your ankles and set your feet down for Sukhasana. Now wide open arms, sweep them all the way up to the sky. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, palms together, bring your hands to your heart and create your Sankalpa. So that is your heart-centered intention. It's the reason you showed up on the mat at this point in time today. And you might like to close your eyes and think about how you'd like to feel at the end of this practice and use that feeling as a guiding thread, moving you, motivating you through the practice today and kind of spilling over into the rest of the day and into the rest of the week. Beautiful. When that feels complete, open your eyes. Sweep your feet back behind you and join me on all fours. Palms below shoulders, knees below hips. As we breathe in, stretch your right leg back behind you. Toes down, drive the heel down and back into the earth. So like you're trying to push the heel to the back edge of your mat. Press through the palms a bit more, even sending your hips back a little bit behind, just so that you can really get into that stretch in the calf muscle, the Achilles, the back of the ankle. Good. Now on your next inhale, shift your body forward, shoulders over the wrists, and lift the foot. As you exhale, turn the toes out to the right side of the room, and you're going to pull your knee to the outside of your right elbow. Inhale, keep the toes turned out and stretch the leg long. Exhale, pull the knee to the outside of your elbow. Really try to get them to kiss, and then inhale, push back. One more time, exhale, pull the knee forwards, and then turn the foot down and land the foot to the outside of your mat, to the outer edge, beside your pinky finger. Slide your left knee further back. You can come to fingertips here on the floor below shoulders. Walk your hands wider apart if you like, and just get yourself feeling comfortable in this position. Begin to sway your shoulders, sway your hips from side to side, just to allow the sides of your back to extend and get comfortable. And then if it feels good, come to stillness and rest the left elbow down. Turn the palm to the ceiling. Begin to roll that left shoulder underneath the right. So the right shoulder is going to roll back, and you're trying to stack the shoulder blades. And your heart turns more to the right side of your space. You can bring your right palm on top of your right knee or right thigh there, a little bit of pressure through the hand to help you rotate. And then still keeping our spine long, so thinking of the mat like a map, and you're kind of resting upon it. So directing your heart towards that top right corner of your mat is really going to keep your spine in that extension. And then if it feels welcome, send the right palm up to the sky. Breathing in to do that. See how it feels to exhale, turn the palm and wrap it around your back in a half bind, kind of creeping the fingertips closer to your lower hip. And feeling into that dragon twist, the bind. And yeah, it can be totally intense. So ease off if it is a little bit too intense. Feel free to come back to hands or fingertips. Take one more deep breath in. As we exhale, unravel the arm if it's bound, turn your body down. Now come to palms, pressing on the floor below shoulders. Inhale, extend the chest past the edge of the mat. And as we exhale, option to deepen, tuck toes under of the left foot, lift the knee off the floor, drive the heel back, press through the palms, keep this long line from heel to crown. Breathe in here. Exhale, lean into your left palm to step the right foot back and join me in plank. Hold it when you get there. Breathe into it. And point the elbows to the wall behind you. As we exhale, we're going to rest knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Then as we breathe in, slowly peeling just the heart up off the mat for cobra. Can we anchor the hip bones into the ground? Exhale, melt the chest back down again. You can rest your forehead. Inhale, coming up a little higher, maybe lifting up through the rib cage. Exhale, releasing it back down. And one more time, inhale, coming all the way up your highest comfortable cobra. And then as we exhale, press through the palms and come back up to all fours. Just lifting the waist, bringing yourself into neutral, your body shaped like a table. Well done. On your next inhale, send the left leg long behind you. Toes touch down, press back through the heel. Drive the heels of your palms into the mat to send the hips back, to really push your weight through that heel behind you. Stay for a few breaths here. Beautiful. And now as you breathe in, shift your shoulders forwards and lift the left foot off the floor. Turn the toes out towards the side of the room. As you exhale, we're going to bring the knee towards the outside of your elbow and see if you can try to get them to meet. So really flexing through the waist, abdominals connect. Inhale, send the foot back, keeping the toes externally rotated. Let's do it again. So exhale, knee towards your outer elbow. And then inhale, press the leg back. Last time, exhale, knee to elbow, and then set the foot down to the outer edge of the mat. Slide that right knee further back. And then from here, palms below shoulders, or walk your hands wider apart as we move into this dragon. So begin to sway your hips from side to side. Begin rotating the shoulders. Feel free to draw the toes up, maybe lean the knee out, lift up onto the pinky edge of the foot. Make sure the foot's really deeply flexed if you're doing that, just to support the ankle in that position, supporting your knee as well. Just seeing how that feels. And once you feel like your body's kind of settled in as much as it can in this deep hip opener, rest your right elbow down if it's possible. Turn the palm up. Drive the elbow, the forearm into the floor so we're not sinking through our shoulder. And then from here, we can set our left hand on top of the left knee and begin to roll your left shoulder back, right shoulder tucks underneath. So turning your heart forwards and to that top left side of the mat, top left corner of your mat now. And staying for a few breaths. Option to extend left hand high. If it feels welcome, turn the palm, wrap it around your back. Take that bind here. And be in that intensity of the moment and, ease off if you need to. But yoga is one of those opportunities that we have to kind of play with intense moments and kind of condition ourselves to experience those kind of moments and linger in them, concentrating on the presence of the breath, the sensations of the body, and switching out of the rhetoric of the mind, that inner narration that often tells us to stop or quit just before we get to the good part. So from here, slowly releasing it, turning our body down, palms on the floor below shoulders, pressure through the hands, extend the heart forwards, breathe in. And then as we exhale, option to tuck toes of that right foot under, drive the heel back again and come into this kind of exalted dragon position. So you're up higher. And it is intense, so just be mindful of that. And on your next inhale, lean into the right palm, step the left foot back and join me in plank. Hold it there. Breathing in when you get there. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin touch the earth. Inhale, rising into your full cobra or up dog if that feels welcome. And then as we exhale, let's make our way to downward dog. So pedaling out through the heels when you get there. So here in downward dog, walking your feet wider apart. So having our feet standing upon the edges of the mat, and then I want you to just shorten this downward dog position. So coming in just a step or two, just to get those heels closer or even just flat upon the floor. Now walk your hands wide apart as well. So hands and feet are standing on the edges of the mat there. And then press through the palms, driving the heels of your hands forward, stretching your heart back as much as you can and trying to find length in the spine while releasing through the hamstrings. That's it. And then from here, begin to walk your hands back along the edge of the mat towards your feet. And then bend your knees quite a lot. Draw the toes up off the floor and slide your palms underneath your feet so that you're standing upon your hands. So you're in gorilla pose. Bend those knees, be generous in the bending of the knees. And if it feels okay, begin to wiggle your toes just to give your hands a bit of a massage. Now I like to go deep here, but I've got quite long arms. So if your arms are a little shorter, maybe just going fingertips under the feet, that should be fine. Okay, the deeper you go, the more of a release you'll get for your wrists, and you might bring your toes right up to your wrist crease if you have that range today. Now we're going to keep our hands basically where they are and just suggest a half lift. So on your inhale, begin to stretch the heart a little bit further forwards towards the front edge of the mat. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and take a bow. Now do that with me again. So inhale, kind of pulling against that resistance of the hands, stretch the heart, exhale, soften. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then lifting the toes, unslide the hands from the feet. Begin to walk your hands forwards again, back into that shortened downward dog. On the edges of the mat, so nice and wide through the palms. And then pedaling out through heels if you like, or just releasing those heels down into the earth. Stay for 2 more breaths here. Using that exhale to relax any tension through your neck, your jaw, soften the space between the brows. 1 more breath in and out. And on your next inhale, rising up to tiptoes, gazing forwards between your hands. As we exhale, you can step, hop, walk to get there, feet landing in that space. And then having our feet about hip width, bending our knees and letting our belly embrace our thighs as we forward fold over the legs. Uttanasana. Just letting your body soften here. Feel free to hold onto elbows if that feels best. On your next inhale, press your palms into your shins, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. As you exhale, bend the knees, let your body fold again. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to bow. And inhale, wide open arms, come all the way to the ceiling and pause when you get there. Stretching, lengthening, reaching upwards. And then as we exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Stay here for a moment with me. Feel free to close your eyes and ground the soles of our feet into the earth. So let's feel into the toes, into the arches, into the heels, into the inner and outer edges of your feet. Just feeling that. And then feel the bones of the ankle kind of stack above the heel, and then the shins and the knees and the femurs and the hip bones, all the way up kind of the bowl of the pelvis. And then the spine kind of fills in that gap. It bridges that gap and connects the lower body to the upper body. And there you find your ribs wrapping around you. And then all the way up towards the neck, continuing up the spine to the top of your head, very crown. And meanwhile, your palms are turned forwards, your shoulders are rolling down your back, and you look open and tall in this powerful mountain. Or you can leave the hands at your heart center. And staying for a deep breath in, feeling that powerful, steady mountain pose. Stable, safe, secure where you are. Exhale. And if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them and let them gaze down the bridge of your nose to a spot on the floor. And then shift your weight over into your left foot. Begin to peel the right heel off the mat. And before we lift the toes up, bring your hands to your heart center. And now slowly draw the toes up off the floor. Now begin to spread the toes as you rotate the knee out. And if it's possible, hike up just a little higher. If that's really feeling okay, begin to pull the knee up closer. Bring your hands to your heart and see if you can get your elbow and your knee to kiss. Hold that just for one little strong moment. And then as we exhale, bring your right hand down, catch the foot, and firmly plant it against your inner thigh. So just see how that feels. You can go below the knee, you can go toes on the floor, heel to ankle. Just check in with your body and see how that's feeling. Now squeeze your glutes, so squeeze your bottom a bit more and see if you can keep rotating that right knee back behind you. Keeping our hands at heart center, interlace your fingers, cross your thumbs, and let your pointer fingers extend to the ceiling for Shakti Mudra. Breathe in where you are. Exhale, drive the heels of your palms into each other as you extend your arms up to the ceiling. So there's this firm pressure through the palms and this squeezing of the triceps. We lengthen through the sides of the body. And from here, there's a stretching of the waist. Shoulders relax, relax your jaw, so not creating any undue tension, and staying for a few breaths. Firmly pressing the foot against the thigh. The thigh is going to resist that pressure. The knee is continuing to rotate back. One more big breath in. And then as we exhale, slowly, softly releasing the foot back to the floor and drawing your hands to heart center. Well done. Relax your arms, shake your legs out, reset your body, and we'll take it to the other side. So when that all feels complete, come to Tadasana again. Find your gaze on the bridge of your nose. Soften your gaze so you're not really focused on anything in front of you. And then begin to peel the left heel up off the floor. Now pause for a moment. Root down through the sole of your right foot and bring your hands to heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, draw the toes up, spread them out. Begin to rotate the knee out, hike up a little higher if that feels good, and let's see if we can bring the elbow to the knee for just one short moment of intensity. And then from here, using your left hand to reach down, catch the foot. You can plant that foot against your inner thigh, take it a little lower, a little higher. It's really up to you and what feels good in this moment. And notice that one side might be different from the other, and we are always okay with that. Bringing the hands back to heart center, keeping the gaze soft, rooting down through the sole of that grounded foot. And if it feels good, Shakti Mudra through the hands. Use this next inhale to press through the palms, extend your arms up to the ceiling or to the sky, and finding all of this length and space through the sides of your torso. It's almost like you're being stretched between heaven and earth, really being extended upwards and rooting down at the same time. And as you are, take a deep breath in and exhale softly, slowly, releasing the foot to the floor. Hands return to your heart, and then relaxing your arms, shaking your legs out, making your way back to the front of your mat. And having our big toes together and a little gap between our heels, we're going to take it into Sun Salutation B. So when you're ready, bend your knees, belly to thighs, fingers brush the floor as you sweep them forwards and up, dropping into chair pose. Now stay here, take a big breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to bow, fingertips land, pick up the right foot, stretch it way back, and then land those toes to the mat. Spin the heel down. Let's find heel to heel alignment. And begin to immediately start pivoting your hips towards the front short edge of your mat. As we breathe in, rising up, reaching fingertips forwards and up to the ceiling, shoulders down your back, and I want you to squeeze your bottom and scrub the pinky toe of that right foot towards the back edge of your mat. So really feeling the energy of that back leg as part of what is keeping your body kind of stable and helping you to sustain this weird kind of asymmetrical rotation in your body. And reaching up for the ceiling, lengthening the sides of your body. Take your gaze up if that supports you. Breathe in. And then exhale to bow. Hands land, push back. Downward dog or straight to plank. And you can chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, rising through the cobra or up dog. And exhale, let's meet in downward dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale. On your inhale, pick up your right foot again. Exhale, flex up through your spine, scoop the belly up, pull the knee towards your third eye, and step through next to your right thumb. Spin the back heel down, heel to heel alignment. So take a little peek at your feet. Adjust your hips to point to the short edge of the mat in front of you, and then sweeping arms up to the ceiling, breathing in into that warrior one. Exhale, where can you release some of this tension? So the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, the space between the eyebrows. Activate through the feet to feel strong and secure here. Take another deep breath in. As we exhale, lift the back heel, bring your hands down to your heart. Begin to bow over the front thigh. Pause in this lunge. Breathe in. And exhale, shift your weight forwards into the front foot. Lift that left foot off the floor. Pause when you get there for warrior three. Breathe. Exhale, draw the knee in closer to you and lightly land the foot at the front of your mat. Take a bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to bow again, big toes touch, bend the knees, brush the fingertips, inhale, chair pose. Flip the palms out as we exhale, stretch your arms out and down, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, bow again, pick up your left foot this time, stretch it way back, toes down, spin the heel down, and rising heel to heel alignment, hips aim straight ahead, warrior one. Exhale to bow, hands land, push back, plank, knees, chest, chin, or make your way to downward dog. If you're going through that cobra, exhale, we all meet in downward dog. On your next inhale, pick up your left foot again. Exhale, flex the spine, pull the knee towards your third eye. Step through, spin the back heel down, heel to heel alignment, inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, lift the back heel, hands to heart. Breathe in as you bow over the front thigh, and exhale, shift, lift the back foot off the floor. Pause, be in that warrior three, breathe in. And exhale, draw the knee closer to the chest and softly land the right foot here at the front of the mat, bowing over the legs. Well done. Half lift, inhale. Exhale to bow again. Big toes touch, bend the knees, brush the fingertips, inhale, chair pose. And exhale, press through the feet, come up to standing tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more big breath in. Slow, easy breath out. Big toes meet, little gap between your heels. We're going to continue to flow. On your next inhale, bend the knees, belly to thighs, brush fingertips forwards and up. And when you get up there with the hands, come into Shakti Mudra if it's possible. So interlace the fingers, press the knuckles forwards, reach the fingertips away from you. Take your gaze up as the arms frame your ears. Breathe in again. And then as we exhale, I want you to peel the right heel up off the floor and slowly begin to rise, lifting the knee towards your belly. Hold it here. Breathe in. Exhale, come into warrior three in this position, reaching that right foot back and then land the toes light to the floor. Inhale, rising into crescent lunge. As we exhale, spin the back heel down, heel to arch alignment, and we're going to find a variation of warrior, exalted warrior. So reaching your fingertips of this Shakti Mudra towards the back edge of the ceiling or sky behind you. So just kind of taking this side bend. So your left foot is forwards, your right foot is back, and the left side of your ribs and waist should be extending in this beautiful arc. A big breath in. Exhale, begin to shift forwards, rolling that top shoulder back, reaching fingertips beyond the knee, beyond the front edge of the mat for extended side angle variation. Not quite as deep as your normal extended side angle. Be up a little bit, stabilize and support yourself through the core. Yes, thighs are strong. Yes, hips are aching. You are feeling some heat here. Be here in the intensity. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release the hand, spin it down and push back, downward dog. Well done. Optional vinyasa, inhale for plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale through the cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale to float the right foot up. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest and take a big step through next to your right thumb. Spin the back heel down, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, rising up, sweeping the arms up and back, taking that Shakti Mudra above you as we make our way into that reverse warrior. Take a big breath in. Exhale, shoulders soft, jaw relaxed, feel the arch through the side of the body. One more breath in. Exhale, make your way towards extended side angle variation, reaching fingertips beyond the front edge of the mat, rolling the top shoulder back, pivoting the heart gently more towards the ceiling, spiraling the torso. Take a big breath in and out. You can do this. You're doing so well. One more inhale. Exhale, spin it down, hands land, push back, downward dog, or take it straight into plank and knees, chest, chin. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale, pressing back, downward dog. Take a deep breath in where you are. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale fully. Staying here in this downward dog, let's pick up the right foot. We're going to cross it in front of the left foot, bringing it all the way over to the left side of the mat. Now pick up your left foot and just hop it over to the right side of the mat so the thighs are crossed. Come up to tiptoes, breathe in. Exhale, gently lower the knees down to the floor, relax your feet, and draw it back into this kind of bound child's pose. So letting your belly relax against your thighs, reaching the arms forwards, letting your forehead come down as close to the floor as you can. Staying with me for a few moments here, allowing the outer edges of your hips to release. Breathing into the back of the body. Feel the heat that you've built in this practice. Exhale. And as we inhale, begin to lift your forehead. You're going to start walking your hands back towards you and starting to bring yourself into Gomukhasana. So just check in with your body and see how it feels. Your right knee is on top, your left knee is underneath. If you need a little more space here, for whatever reason, knees, ankles, hips, go ahead and set the right foot flat and you can swing the left leg forwards in an extended position. You can also just come into Sukhasana, easy pose, which is just having your ankles crossed in that kind of crisscross applesauce position. Wherever you are is perfect. Stay here, grow tall, breathe in and out. Option to incorporate our arms. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, begin to fold that left elbow, creep the fingertips down your back. Use the right hand to help assist, reaching fingertips down towards the middle of your back. Breathing in, tip the chin up. Exhale, if you want to take that right arm up, turn the palm and wrap it around your back. And maybe the fingertips can come together, maybe they can clasp or just wave to each other. Lifting your heart, lifting your eyes, breathing in where you are. And then as you exhale, begin to tip the heart a little bit more forwards towards the knees or towards the floor. If that feels like it's too intense through the shoulders, modify. Keep it soft, keep it easy. Take a deep breath where you are. And out. Inhale, rising up again. Unravel your arms, roll through your shoulders as you breathe out. Let's bring our right palm down at our sides. As we inhale, take your left arm up and over to the right side of the room. Take this beautiful side bend. Really love this one because the left hip is anchored, so you can really find that extension and length through the entire left side of your body. Stay here with me. Take a deep breath in and out. One more breath in. Let it go. And inhale, slowly drawing yourself all the way up. Back to center. Begin to shift your weight forwards. Lift your hips, bring your hands out in front of you, and meet me in downward dog as we exhale. So lifting those knees, uncrossing the legs, pedaling out through the heels of your feet, noticing the difference between the right side and the left after that stretch you've just done. And when you are ready, let's pick up the left foot and cross it in front of the right foot over to the right edge of the mat. And then picking up that right foot, hopping it over to the left side. Breathe in. Exhale, softly bending the knees and lowering them to the floor. Relax the feet, pull back into child's pose again. This time your left leg is in front or on top and your right leg is underneath. Stay for a few breaths here. Just breathing through this. And then lifting your forehead as you breathe in, begin to walk your hands closer to you. Exhale, sitting your hips down, adjusting those legs so that it feels really good for you to be here. And then sitting up tall, softening through shoulders, closing your eyes if you like, and just feeling the real centering of this particular pose. So just drawing everything inwards towards your center really does create this grounded position, a grounded sensation in the body, especially after all of the floating and resisting of gravity that we did. It's nice to just ground here, the sitting bones on the earth. Let's bring our arms into this. So reaching up to the ceiling, breathing in. As we exhale, bend the right elbow, begin walking the fingertips down the middle of your back, and go ahead and use your left hand to give a little bit more assistance to this stretch. Tip the chin up, perfect as you are. But if you want to take that left arm into the action, lengthen it to the sky, turn the palm, wrap it around your back, reach fingertips up your back and see if they can come together. And lifting your heart, shoulders soft as possible. Tip the gaze up again so we're not curling or rounding through the upper back. Take a deep breath in. If it feels welcome, exhale, send the heart a little bit more forwards towards the front knee. And staying with the breath here. One more big breath in and out. And as we inhale, lifting the chest, unravel the arms, roll through your shoulders as we breathe out. Nice one. Let's take the left hand beside us and we'll go up and over through that right arm towards the left side of the room here, allowing the entire right side of your body to release and stretch. Just stay for a few breaths. Notice how it feels. Notice the difference between the right side and the left there. And if one side felt a little more balanced or tighter or looser, just noticing these subtle differences between the symmetry of our body. One more breath in. And then as we exhale, slowly drawing yourself all the way up to center, press into the palms beside you just to lift the hips. Come forwards to all fours, gently uncrossing the legs. And just feel free to sway your knees a little from side to side. Or sway your hips. And now shifting forwards, shoulders over the wrists, gonna lift our feet to swing them to one side and set them down. Lower your seat to the mat, swing your legs all the way forwards. And then lengthen the legs out in front of you. Reach your arms up to the sky. Breathe in, strong legs, strong belly. Exhale, slowly lower your whole body to the mat. Staying here for a few breaths. Letting your body settle down into the support of the ground. And feel free to bring your knees to your chest for Upasana. Rock a little bit from side to side. Massage your back and let your head roll gently. And when it feels complete, come down into any position that feels like yes for you. We'll move into Shavasana from here. Allowing your body to feel the support of the ground. Closing your eyes. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Softening the space between your eyebrows. Relax your temples and your cheekbones, your mouth and your jaw. Relax any tension in your throat. Allow your shoulders to roll back into the earth. Your arms to feel heavy and soft. You might notice the rise and fall of your chest with your breathing. Feel the back of the ribs melt into the earth. And feel your chest soften into the body. Allow your belly to relax and the ground to carry your hips. And let your legs feel the support of the earth beneath them. And release any resistance to gravity in the moment. It's a powerful thing to breathe through moments of intensity. Our yoga practice teaches us how to do that really effectively, creating those moments of tension, breathing through them, finding our stability throughout so that we can come through the other side feeling stronger and better for the experience. And carrying that skill off the mat sets our lives up for more grace, more ease, more joy. And those are all powerful things that we can share with others. And one of the many ways we carry our yoga practice off the mat and into the world. And this is a great time to remember your sankalpa, your heart-centered intention that you created at the start of this practice. And start to breathe a little deeper, beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And you can stretch your legs long and reach your arms back if you feel like it. When you're ready, bend your knees, roll to your sides, press through palms and come to a comfortable seat. Having your hands at heart center or any position that feels grounding, calm for you. The light within me bows to the light within you. I bow to the grace and the beauty, the essence that is you. And I know that that is within all of us. In this, we are equal. We are the same. We are one. Namaste.